All right, we've got an old friend, an old pal in the studio. You know, it feels like I grew up with you at this point. It really does. Alan K. Stout.
Well, we met at Concert for a Cause, too.
That's right.
April of 2004. It was your first day in town.
7 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. I had been here, I think, maybe a few days
A couple
prior,
days, but it was your first night out at an event, I should say.
Yeah. And over, I'm like, hi, how are you? And people are like, where'd you come in from? And I don't know, it was interesting. It was interesting to meet everybody at once.
Yeah.
I remember it well. We got you up on stage, and we introduced you as the new, morning show on 97.9, and you got a big cheer, and I felt good about that. It was a nice way to welcome you to our community.
Yeah, I appreciated that.
It was really cool.
Be honest, in your mind, you go, man, this guy's only going to last like a year, probably. Huh?
Well, it wasn't, a lot of people in radio, they do this or that, and this, this has not been a pit stop for you, man. You've been here for, what, 6 now? 7 years?
2004, yeah.
7 years. So it's funny, I remember I'm a big baseball fan, and after Wade Boggs retired, one of my friends who's a Yankee fan said, well, he's a Red Sox. I'm like, he was a third baseman for 6 years. At what point do you say, hey, he's our guy?
Yeah.
You're
Let's
our
hold
guy.
on to that guy.
You're our guy.
Yeah. Thank you. Alan K. Stout, by the way, the K stands for congratulations. You're a new uncle.
Yes, I am. My sister Susan had her first child yesterday, right yesterday morning. John Matthew was born in Philadelphia, and hopefully I'll get to see him in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
When you finally catch up on sleep.
Yeah.
I understand. Hey, speaking of kids, let's talk about this girl right here.
That's my daughter, Marianne.
That's your baby. How is she? This is an older picture, I think. It's kind of blurry.
Yeah. No, that's new. That was taken a couple of weeks ago. That was on opening day. She's doing great. And my son, AJ, who you guys might remember, was born 2 years ago, the day before the concert.
I do remember that.
Because I was here, and then I was going from here, I think, over to the hospital.
We didn't know if you were going to be in or not.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to be here. There was some concern why I might not even be able to be at the concert. But
this concert for a Cause, this is such a baby of yours. This is your third child.
Yeah, really.
You have two humans, but I would think that you would plan, shall we say, a little better on when you're going to pop a baby out on this planet, right? I mean, you're going on 36, 48 hours, like hardly any sleep. But yeah, why not? Let's have a fresh baby. Let's throw that in here, too.
Absolutely true. When my wife told me that she was pregnant with our son, which was in August of 2000.
You did the math, didn't you?
She said it to me. First thing she said, she goes, I think the baby's going to be due the week of the concert. I'm like, don't worry about that. Yeah, it was a concern, though. It's a big thing in our house, this show, that's for sure.
The Concert for a Cause. Here's how you know you've done a lot of them. You can just simply call it by the letters. Hey, you going to CFC? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that means there's been a lot of them. Concert for a Cause 9. It's the final show tonight. And we're going to ask you why, and we're going to get into your future, because I know you're not going to sit idly by. I know you. More with Alan K. Stout coming up. So in the studio, we have Alan K. Stout, where the K stands for conclusion. He's concluding this. Concert for a Cause. It's the CFC.
Yeah.
CFC 9, the final show. This really is it?
This is it. Yeah, we didn't make that decision lightly. We made that decision in August. That's usually when we start planning the concert. And so when we start cranking this baby up again last summer, we decided let's do one more.
One more.
Yeah.
And you're at least smart enough to know and realize that it's time to end it, because some situations, whether it's a TV show or whatever, they call it jump on the shark for a reason. Something happened, and it just seemed like, okay. And I don't even want to ask you why you made that decision, but you decided, okay, this is it. Let's go out, and I commend you on that. That's really neat that you decided to do that.
You know what? I don't mind being asked. There's not a lot to it. I mean, we are hoping to raise $200,000. We'll do that on Wednesday night. The music scene has changed. There aren't that many bands left from the beginning. There's 2 that were there. We've
two from the original.
2.
Wow.
We have continued to bring in great new talent along the way, meet new people along the way, gain new sponsors on the way, but that early sense that of when it began is getting to be a heck of a long time ago. And so let's go out on top. Let's go out while it is a big event, and let's say thank you.
Yeah. How much is it to get in there?
$7.
$7, yeah. I was thinking that. That's what it's been over the however many years it seems. Yeah. It's for a good cause, which, by the way, what is the cause this year?
This year it's the Big Brothers Big Sisters Anti-Bullying Program, which...
That's been making the news. I think your mic's freaking out here.
Really? Is that what that noise is?
I know, I've been hearing clicking the whole time I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
What is wrong? Our microphones are horrible.
It's going to blow up. It's going to blow.
Can we have a concert and raise money for this microphone? My, oh my.
No, the anti-bullying thing has been very topical. We made the decision last year. We usually don't make the decision on the benefactor until December. We actually have a meeting up here at your place. And we had that meeting, but we kind of came into the meeting this year not kicking that idea around. We knew coming into the meeting that's what we wanted to do. There were a couple of stories in the news last summer, national stories, of young people that took their own lives over this nonsense. And enough. I'm sick of it. I know everybody is. And I think for the first time in generations, adults aren't just saying, oh, that's all right, that's part of growing up. Yeah, it happened to me too. No, it's not acceptable. It's not right. And it's different than when we were kids. When we were kids, there was a schoolyard bully. Everybody knew who he was. And there was always a chance someone would go up and pop him because he was identifiable. There was nothing noble about what he did, but at least he had a little bit of guts.
Right.
Now they do it on the internet. They do it under anonymity. They build a website saying, I hate Mary. And that's nonsense. And if their parents aren't going to teach them at home that this is wrong, well, then agencies like Big Brothers, Big Sisters will try to do it.
You were saying to me a few minutes ago off air, you said, wow, I was listening to some old, audio interview. The very first one, you come up here, you're talking on this airwaves, right?
Yeah.
You were talking about the show, and you didn't, I assume you didn't know how big that would get, did you? You just thought you were doing one? Or?
Yeah, we thought we would do one. It was April '99. We were doing it in honor of Karen, as we said before. And I think probably by maybe halfway through the night, that first one, people said, maybe we should do this again next year. It's looking to be pretty good. And here we are, 12 years later. And, yeah, it has been fun listening. I don't have a lot of that stuff from the old days, but I had an old cassette labeled Concert for Karen. I popped it in last week, and here they were, old interviews, the announcement of the very first one here on this radio station from April '99. And we put all that stuff up on Facebook last week. This isn't a funeral. This is a celebration. We are going to celebrate 12 great years. And so if you go to the Facebook page of Concert for a Cause, you can see the old posters. And almost every day this week was an anniversary of something, because it's always the third week of April or the fourth week of. It was, I guess, 6 years ago today, or 5 years ago today. We did Concert for a Cause 4. And that was the year Breaking Benjamin played.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I was there.
Oh, wow.
And we've got some pictures up on the website of that. So, that's today's anniversary. Yeah. Yesterday was Concert for Karen 3, and tomorrow will be Concert for Cause 6. And, so we've been celebrating all that stuff this week and posting it up on Facebook.
All right, so you're wrapping this up. The Woodlands, you have 35 bands, you have 4 stages, and it's all for one cause. It's Concert for a Cause, the final show. You're wrapping this up, but the Alan K. Stout, I know, you're not going to just sit on the sidelines. And I want to ask you about this project with the flood of 1972. I watched whatever you had already put together.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was that took some time. I was watching. I was into that. Really interesting.
The movie, we're trying to do a film on the 40th anniversary of Agnes. It has nothing to do with the decision to end Concert for a Cause.
Sure.
I'm certainly very capable of doing a couple of projects at once, but that is something else that I'm working on. And we hope to unveil it next June, in June of 2012, on the 40th anniversary. There's a website, agnes1972.com. And people that are under the age of 40, under the age of 30, that they've heard their parents or their grandparents talk about this, they seem to be the ones that are the most struck by when they see the trailer. And they see Walter Cronkite opening the national news talking about Wilkes-Barre being, a disaster area. And they see images of buildings that still exist that they drive by every day underwater. And so that is something that I have been working on with a great group of people for about 10 months now. And we've got another 14 months to try to finish it.
Yeah, you've got all kinds of clips that you have edited together, and it is, as a guy who didn't grow up here, it was interesting for me to watch. Sure. and just to see the looks on people's faces. They just had that, what are we going to do now?
They lost everything, and, they had no flood insurance at the time. Most people didn't, because they never thought that could happen. And so they, you're into a mortgage, and you're 50 years old, and what are you going to do? And so it was a horrible situation, and our parents and grandparents fought through that. Obviously, we've got a town today that's still alive and well, and so the film is sort of a tribute to them.
Well, let me know when you do that next year.
I will.
And we'll get you in. We'll have you talk about that. But tonight, it's Concert for a Cause 9, the final show at the Woodlands. A ton of bands out there. It's all for a good cause. And Alan is the guy that does it. Alan K. Stout, where the K stands for Kill the Red Sox! You got your Yankees tickets May 14, right?
Yeah.
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 You have somebody going with you there? You got is that other ticket spoken for?
I got a bunch of guys from high school. We're good friends. And you know how most guys get together on Sundays and watch football?
Yeah.
We never do that. We get together all summer and watch baseball. Like every other Friday or so, we get together, we watch the Yanks, and we're all going to a game.
Back to this picture of his daughter that I have here. That's shirt, New York
Sporting
Yankees.
the New York Yankees shirt.
Yeah. Daddy's little girl.
Oh, she's my princess.
All right. Well, the whole 97.9X crew will be out there. We'll be introducing bands and whatever needs to happen.
And I got to thank this radio station. You know, this began with a conversation, as all things do, between the former program director and myself and a few other people back in January of 1999. Wow. And here we are. 12 years later, we're going to pass $200,000. A lot of agencies have, I mean, that's one of the things I love about this show is I get to hear from people year-round. Last year we did the show for the veterans. Well, I get emails year-round from David Lee from the United Way saying, hey, we just took care of this person, or hey, we just got this, or hey, some of the money just went for this. It's immediate. I mean, everything's donated. So the show's Wednesday. Thursday, the money's helping people. Every dime.
That's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, there's no turnaround. I mean, as soon as we could get the money over to them Thursday, it's theirs. We don't have to figure out who we don't use the word proceeds. Yeah. Proceeds is a nice way of saying, well, if we make some money on this thing, hopefully we'll make a donation. You don't have to worry about that with Concert for a Cause. You never have. So,
and CDs will be out there.
CDs, yeah.
You probably have an auction again, some good items.
Elton John signed a keyboard at the arena the other night.
How about that?
That's cool.
We got a picture of that up on the Facebook page. It's Facebook, Concert for a Cause.
There you go, or just go to the Jim Bone Show
We have
Facebook
a link
page.
right up there.
So, go to Jim's page, and you can find Concert for a Cause right there. You can check out all this stuff, the old pictures, the Benjamin pictures, the old audio interviews where we announced the show, old posters, the schedule of all the bands, the Elton John item, it's all there.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go out with a bang tonight. Concert for a Cause. It's the final show. I bet you'll be running around like you normally do.
I'm gonna enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah. Please do. Take a lot of pictures. All right, Alan K. Stout.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.